Okay, welcome back to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Abomination Vaults. We had a hell of a battle last video. Quite insane. It only involved 6 enemies, but yeah, it was listed as a severe encounter worth 200 XP. And I don't know where that really fits on the whole scale of things. That might be in my GM core. Probably should be, you'd think. Encounter design. Do you ever recommend running 200 XP encounters? So extreme is 160. So that would have been the recommended number for extreme had we had a 5th character in the party. Pretty much. So we were like, yeah. And that's extreme, which I don't think they recommend too often. Extreme threat encounters are so dangerous that they are likely to be an even match for the characters, particularly if the characters are low on resources. This makes them too challenging for most uses. Use an extreme encounter only if you're willing to take the chance the entire party will die. It's suitable for the climactic encounter at the end of an entire campaign, or for a group of veteran players using advanced tactics and teamwork. Now, to be fair, I have GM information, so I already know all their abilities. And I'm controlling all the characters in one mind, so that makes it easier. And I'm a lenient GM that doesn't run things to be brutal. So that's why we won. But yeah, obviously, not really the recommended fights. Okay, let's check out this washroom. This bathroom's commode and tub are caked with dust. Brilliant. We could go up this way. I guess let's clear out this section before we move on. So you'll notice in the last fight that Basilicus didn't really get used much. Which is not surprising. In battles that involve a lot of movement, Snonk just has to spend that 3rd action to move himself. And he generally wants to get vicious strikes off, so that's 2 actions. So he just doesn't have much time to spare for Basilicus. But when Basilicus becomes mature at level 6, Snonk will basically, I think, get a free action or something like that every round to command him just to, like, move once or something like that. I don't remember. But that helps a lot with movement. But yeah, for now, he's going to kind of lag behind for sure. Okay, we've got a door here. It's locked. I mean, we're just going to burst it open as usual. Why bother? Why bother pickpocketing or thieving? Oh, because we failed. Doesn't seem like that really bothers anything, so we'll try again. We failed. Garciel's embarrassing himself a little bit. If Buzzard were here, he'd get it open. Okay, good. Shelves line the walls, while what appears to be a partially completed or perhaps partially ruined sculpture of a sprawling city sits atop a 5-foot diameter circular table. A wood golem carved to resemble Belcora still stands guard in this room. It lumbers to action as soon as anyone enters the room who doesn't also resemble Belcora. It doesn't pursue enemies out of the room, but otherwise fights until destroyed. You heard it. Alright, We are, of course, always scouting. And again, if I was playing as the scout character, that would be like my one thing. I'd make sure we always had scouting. But, yeah, there you go. Oh, I want to delete all those corpses as well. Unless they had something. No. Nobody has anything in this dungeon. Fucking lump of decayed flesh. Okay, anyways, begin encounter. Let's get some arousing fight music. First to the front. Snonk. Snonk is first to the front. 5, 10, 20, 25. So that's that. And he'll just fucking vicious strike. Vicious swing. Fuck it. Boom, hit him. I mean, let's just end this fight round 1. Okay, not an amazing roll, but 18 damage. I'm using an axe. It should be even more effective. Okay, he's got a lot of health. 95 health is certainly the most that we've encountered. I wonder if this is a custom image that looks like Valcora. I don't know. I'd probably say it was. A level 6 creature. Garzu's going to move 5. 10. 15. He'll go ahead and swing. No, he's going to go ahead and trip. I think that's a better option. And he went prone himself. Reflex DC 26 on a wood golem. Nonsense. Okay, no attempts to trip then. And I'll raise my shield. This is my third on the ground. I'm going to hold it above me. Botha. We could summon for this thing, but let's just go ahead and electric arc. Oh yeah, I changed runic weapon now to fear. Let's cast fear. Well, that certainly was a critical success, so waste that spell. Okay. Oh, I didn't do this reaction. The wood golem takes physical damage. Jagged, sizable splinter of wood lances out of the golem's attacker. The golem makes a splinter strike against an adjacent creature without triggering reactions. Okay. We will do that. I cannot use reactive strike, unfortunately. And I can't use liberating step either. That's just damage, baby. Splinter volley. Make up to 4 splinter strikes, each against a different target. And it's range 30. Okay, it'll do that. So first one is going to be... So these are all going to be made at plus 16. Which means very likely to crit. He will use shield block, of course. Take 4 damage. And we will use reactive strike. So let me do that right now. Miss. So I rolled a 2. Okay, so the second splinter. Another hit. For 13 damage. Third splinter against Botha. Crit, as I said would happen. 28 damage against Botha. Nearly dropping her in one shot. And then I'll go for Basilicus. That's a -1 due to lesser cover, though. To hit. 11 damage. Okay, then he's got a third action. So, I guess we'll just punch Garziel. He's on the ground. Yep. Christ, dude, this foe might be beyond us. This is a lot of damage. And it can use that every single turn. AC 23. This is not a creature we're meant to fight. That's why it doesn't pursue you. It's got resistance 5 physical except adamantine. We need to get the fuck out of here. Wibble will attempt a shot, but not really going to happen. No? Okay. It's a nice thought, but we gotta get out of here. I'm gonna die. It's the +16. Botha for sure is gonna die, so she could leave, but these guys are already half health, and it had 1 turn. That's way too damaging of an ability. So we're just getting out of here. And then Garziel's gonna stand. And get out. We're all out. Where are you going? What are you doing? What the fuck did you just do? Why am I lagging so hard? Okay, and then Botha closes the door behind her. And we're done with that. Christ. Alright. That's painful as all hell. It's not even weak to fire? Look at that. It's immune to, like, everything. It's immune to magic. Jesus. Yeah, that's too much. And that's the thing. Like, you can handle 5 creatures, you know, that are around your level. That's not really that big a deal because they don't have that much health. You're very likely to hit them, you know, stuff like that. But you put 1 creature that's twice your level, and it's just fucking depressing. Because you'll barely be able to hit it, and it will practically one-shot you, especially due to the crit mechanics. So, yeah, it's just, do not face powerful creatures in this system. Don't even do it. All right, well, we're gonna patch ourselves up, I suppose. Now again, we get like what, a +9? So we crit on a 16 or higher. Yeah, maybe it's better to do DC 20. I don't know. But this is now 55% chance we don't get any healing. Okay, well, there you go. No, I'd rather get some healing. Hey, crit. But I mean that crit healed 19. My DC 20 healed 22. So yeah, it is more healing. All right, Snonk will get the DC 20, and this is where we fail, of course. Yeah, of course. But I would have failed regardless, unless I used Assurance. And we'll heal Basilicus as well, just for fun. Crit. God damn it, Snonk. Why does the world hate you so much? Here's a little rat boy. Oh, we never checked out these other couple of rooms here. I guess we'll get to that. The walls of this room are only partially completed and bear the telltale marks of chisels and picks. Discarded stoneworking tools lie against the unfinished walls. A +1 striking pick! Ah, buzzard! Buzzard! How could you do this to Buzzard? Well, its crits are pretty fucking brutal. There is that. Yeah, okay. We'll use it for a little bit in honor of Buzzard. I think that's appropriate. The air in this room feels blisteringly hot, although the source of the heat isn't apparent. Neither the wooden barrel containing a few iron scoops nor the metal bin with a hatch-like lid seems to be the source. And so we have a haunt, Vengeful Furnace. Should we do this? Alright, I guess we'll do it. So Garziel steps in. And that triggers Ghostly Assault as a reaction. Well, it says intelligence score of 15 or higher. And they got rid of these because now there's just the bonuses. So a 15 or higher is 12, 13, 14, 3? No. Well, it would be 2.5, really. But he certainly does not have enough intelligence. But he would touch the furnace, because fuck it. So, Burning Ghost burst... Bleh! Burning Ghost bursts from the furnace, exposing the triggering creature to the Haunt's burn knowledge effect. Haunt rolls initiative. Burning Ghost bursts. Alright, so, yeah, DC 23 will save. Crit. Go fuck yourself. I'm unaffected. Even if I had just succeeded, it would have been Stupefied 1 for 1 minute. Failure, Stupefied 1 for 24 hours. Not that it really would have bothered Garziel too much. He doesn't cast spells. But it does affect will saving throws. But no, he says fuck you. And now we roll initiative. And hold on, we got to get our scouting in. We love that. We scouted out the furnace room beforehand. Big lag. This is the first to the front. No, it didn't even play. Okay, for some reason that one doesn't want to play. Alright. Begin encounter. So, obviously, the problem is that we know how to do this, because we're looking at it. Uh, so it's a DC 22 intimidation check. Trained. You have to be trained in it to cow one of the vengeful spirits, or a DC 25 religion check to exorcise the spirit. Or you can just destroy the furnace, which has 13 hardness. So it will subtract 13 damage from everything you hit it with. But it is weak to cold, of course. What do I have that's cold? Wibble is not trained. He is trained in religion, I think. Yeah, +7. So you'd have to get an 18 or higher. But doing more than 13 damage to the furnace? Unlikely. It's also immune to precision damage, so he physically cannot. Okay, so he'll move up and attempt to exercise, or yeah, he's gonna exercise. Failure. Okay. I don't know if that's meant to be 2 actions. Usually it says if usually it says if it's multiple actions. But I don't I don't know. What do we think? It does say disable. So that's disable device. Let me check my rulebook one more time. Might get an answer. Thievery. Disable a device is 2 actions. I think we're counting as 2. Okay, Batha. I don't know the distance at which you can do these things. She's not really good at anything, though. She's trained in religion, I suppose. So, she'll attempt that as well. Again, I don't know the distance on it, but there you go. That's all she's got. Hey! So, we got one of them. Yeah, we got one of them. Awesome. Okay, Garziel will attempt to cow one of the spirits with his intimidation. Cow. What is... Can I get a definition specifically on cow as a verb? You motherfucker. I googled cow verb. The top result, cow, noun. Fuck you. There it is. Cow. Cause someone to submit to one's wishes by intimidation. So, yeah, I mean, I'm literally just, like, threatening them to fuck off. So, I'm gonna allow intimidating prowess there. It's the same as what we do with anything else. Okay, success. Done. As far as I can tell. Now, again, I don't know how much the GM tells players about that. Why would a player ever think that they could just intimidate spirits into just going away? I don't know. It's worth 60 XP, though. We're at 940 out of 1,000. We're very close. For how to disable, that's kind of a long topic. Really depends on the nature of the haunt. Generally, I guess people use recall knowledge. Again, it's not meant to be run like how I just did it. Like, how I just did it is the most speedrun min-max possible thing you could do. It's meant to be run as a bit more of a narrative, I think. The problem is that, you know, the narrative is beating the shit out of you while you try and figure it out. So, you know, you could use recall knowledge checks. And obviously players would, at this point, would know that, like, okay, this is a haunt. It's, you know, it's a ghost. We probably can exorcise it somehow, which usually involves religion. And I think pretty much every haunt involves religion checks. Yeah. So this watching wall. Although this is kind of interesting because it doesn't even... Like this one, I guess if you want to destroy it, or if you want to defeat the haunt, you have to physically just destroy the sofa. So this one you can't exorcise or anything like that. You can only just, like, cause it to go inert for an hour. The only way to get rid of it, as far as I can read here, is you just destroying the couch, which has 12 hardness. Even though it's a couch. I don't know, but anyways. So yeah, I mean, it depends on the GM, I guess, and how lenient they are. But as a baseline, you know, make sure to involve recall knowledge checks in some way. Okay, well, we did it, so I don't care. We got a ventriloquist ring in the ash in the furnace. +1 item bonus to deception checks. Once per day, you can use it to throw your voice with the ventriloquism spell. All I know is that this is worth 30 gold to us. So we will be selling that. Alright, that was easy. Let's have Garziel pop this open. A bathtub and commode in this room are surprisingly clean. Awesome. And this one. This now empty room was once a guard post. Nothing remains other than a broken iron stool and a well-used whetstone. And that leads down to the 4th floor. So I guess we'll note that. Okay, that's most things. But we have a battle left to do here. A couple battles, I think. So let's go into this door. I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. But we gotta do it. Boom. Long shelves with several chairs drawn up to them ring this room on all sides, save the north. Rancid stains of old blood and decay cake the shelves and floor. A pair of ghoul cultists are having a spirited debate on whether or not flesh ripened by violet fungi tastes better than naturally decayed meat. They're distracted enough that they don't overhear the sounds of combat in Area 33, but they attack any intruders they notice. Oh, well, good. I was covered on that front. Good thing I didn't open that door, though. Still, that would have been disastrous. Alright. Moderate encounter, and this will give us our level. Once we win, They're both going first. Great. Awesome stuff. Luckily, Garziel's in the doorway, and he's got his shield raised, so there's that. There's that, if nothing else. Alright, well... I guess let's hit him with that Phantom Pain. Okay, he failed. So, he takes full initial. You can't block that with his shield because it's mental, you know. And full persistent. And he's sickened 1. So he's gonna have to spend an action to puke. They have another action. I don't know. He might move up just to here. Then the second guy is going to target him with, let's say, harm. Through D8. Ow. Again, I can't shield block, so... I don't know what I was really expecting. Do I get a save on harm? Yes, basic fortitude. Fat lot of good that did. 10 damage. Ow. And then he'll move up. No, he'll move here. That's a smarter position. Okay, Wibble. He's got a shot here lined up. Devise that stratagem. That's unlikely to hit. But I don't know for sure. Much like a player wouldn't know. So, you know, helping out. Now we know that it's higher than 17. We, of course, know that it's 19, but still. Okay, Garziel is... Garziel's going to puke as one action. Get rid of that. Then he's going to lay on hands. Yeah, and I know it says I don't have enough, but we definitely just went to bed for years. So we're okay. Heal him up for 12. Give him a little AC boost. And then his third action is going to be to demoralize from here. Nice. A little frightened there. Botha. Now we could get Scave Corpion out here. The one and only. Which wouldn't be the worst idea. We do have 2 of those. So let's do it. He is really good. So we're going to drop his ass in there. Although she can't see that, so maybe I have to go there. Okay, we'll allow that. And he'll go immediately by pincering. Hitting. For 5 damage. Okay, and then he's going to do a grapple check. Which... I didn't even roll. So I don't know why you're rolling grab. I have to roll this. And it's a 1. So no, you are not grab. Please Remove that. Okay. And now Snonk. We'll move in and do a little vicious swing. Missing. I mean, of course. No doubt about that. Okay. Alright, so he can use Grim Tendrils pretty easily here. And without hurting his buddy. So he'll do that. Three. Wait. Okay, well, Basilicus has to roll, Garziel has to roll, Snonk has to roll. Okay, Basilicus and Snonk just take half damage and nothing else, which is 1. Garziel takes the full 1, full 3, and gets the 1 bleed. And then his buddy actually heals for 3. So I'll just manually put that in. Okay. And then his third action will be to just bite Scathe successfully. I could use Liberating Step, but I have a feeling that other guy's going to be hitting Snonk. So, no. 9 damage. And he has to... Yeah, I guess because he could critically fail this and take 2d6 damage. And he did. So he'll take the 2d6 damage. Ow. And now he has to do the Fortitude save to avoid paralysis. Which he's not paralyzed, thankfully. Okay. The second cultist is going to cast... Well, to be honest, Grim Tendrils is kind of weak. I guess he'll cast Ray of Enfeeblement. Obviously taking an op here. So let's do that first. Nice. Very low damage. Okay, and now he's casting Ray of Enfeeblement, which is an attack, and then a Fortitude save. Let's see if it hits. It does not. That's the end of the story. Then his third action will be a jaw attack. But Ray of Enfeeblement was an attack, so this is at +6. And misses. Okay. Simple as that. Wibble is, he's got to be running a little low on ammo. 9 bullets. Okay, we have to remember that. Devise a stratagem. He's a smart guy, all right? Just trust me, he's a smart guy. He's going to devise this. Bada bing, bada boom. He's firing and hitting him in the brain. Oh! Max damage. Wow. Okay. Okay. I mean, I have to admit, because earlier I got a 1-1-2, and I was like, what are the fucking odds? But there you go. 8, 8, and 6. The max damage Wibble can do outside of a crit. 22. Boom. Pretty nice. Okay, Garziel. Yeah, unfortunately, Garziel just doesn't have a lot to do because he's not going to be tumbling through. His acrobatics is not hot. It would just be a waste of actions. So, but we can keep intimidating. We can intimidate the other guy, and we can heal Snonk. So I guess we'll do that. The Snonk likes healing. We'll do that. We'll demoralize the other guy. There you go, no problem. And then, yeah, pretty much just... I could aid him, maybe. I could aid Snonk. Okay, let's aid Snonk. I didn't put that on my bar. I put fucking earn income on my bar. I didn't put aid. I guess it's because aid doesn't... What I really want is the aid, like, effect. Yeah, that's what we want. Then I can just drag that over. So how would I help him? I don't know. He'd make an attack roll, I guess. It's as if you were attacking the target, but you're not attacking the target. So just make an attack roll and just see what happens. You got to roll higher than 15. Okay, so I failed. I think I actually give him a -2, to be honest. I'm almost certain that's the case. Critical failure. Oh, -1. Okay, that's not... It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. Alright, that's that. Botha. And he's got to do his recovery check, which lags the game a bunch. And he fails. Botha is going to be using Electric Arc. Max damage on that, too. We're really turning the corner. Double damage to this cultist. Boom, 24 from a cantrip. That feels pretty good. And really a total of 30 damage from one cantrip. That's why it's the best cantrip. Okay, and then she'll command Scave Corpion. Of course. Who's going to pincer him and hit. Is Scave Corpion gonna bring this dude down? Yeah! Excellent. Okay, then he'll go over to the other one. Give him a little pincer action. And also hit! It's insane how good the Cave Scorpion is. Truly the best summon. Alright, Snonk. Now Snonk is gonna snonk his way over here. And he does have the -1. So he might not Vicious Strike, actually. Vicious Swing. Because he might want to swing twice. He only has the -1 for this first one, I believe. Okay, he ended up hitting. Yeah, okay. Why did that look like 3d12? Alright, well, it doesn't matter. We won. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Even without Garziel participating almost at all. Boom! I do believe that's level 4. Oh, Snonk. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the modern... I don't know what the modern rules are for when you make a new character that's coming into the game. If they're just bumped up to the right XP amount or something. I don't even know where that info would be in this GM book. Who knows? I mean, obviously, I'd like just having everybody on the same level. But that's because I usually do milestone leveling. I don't think about XP. So, yeah, I don't know. So we'll obviously just bump Snonk up. So he should be now at 20 after leveling up. Okay, 20. Level 4. Bada bing. This goes down to 20. Level 4. 60 health for Garziel now. That's pretty nice. Batha down to 20. And level 4. And Wibble. 20. Level 4. And Basilicus also is now level 4. Doesn't get XP though. Okay. So I already did take the liberty of doing this all on Path Builder. So I already have an idea of the things that I want to grab. Wibble's level 4 class feat is not going to be a multi-class. The multi-class is not too good. Stop that. His was... I don't even remember what he took. What the fuck did he take? Oh no, maybe I did take an archetype one. Shit. I may have taken an archetype one. I'm thinking of Snonk. Oh god, I should just look online. Oh no, I know what it is. It's Risky Reload. Which isn't even here. There it is, Risky Reload. So, this lets us, as one action, reload a firearm, and then make a strike with that firearm. And if the strike fails, then the firearm misfires, which means that the shot critically misses. You know, whatever that might mean, if there's other effects that key off of that. So it critically misses, and I think you have to do an interact action to like clear the jam or something. But why we like it is that, well, for one, I mean, we get to reload and fire for one action, but two, we generally know when we're going to hit or when we're going to miss. And we don't fire when we miss. So it's really quite good for us. Yes. And so what we're going to do then, kind of funnily enough, is that we don't actually walk around with our gun loaded. Because it's a lot better for us to just start each turn unloaded and then use Risky Reload every time if we want to fire. Now, I will say there are going to be those edge cases, especially, well, not really for us, but if you're playing normally, there's going to be those edge cases where you roll like a 9 or a 10, you know, or something like that, and you're like, this will probably hit, but you're not quite sure, but that's the risky part. And you could always just reload as one action and fire as the third action. This just combines it if we want to actually do a third action. And as part of that, as part of having third actions to do sometimes, or second or third action, I went with Intimidating Glare. so that I can now just try and intimidate as much as I can as an action when I don't have anything else to do. So that does, we are going to make intimidation trained. Actually, this can't be correct. No, maybe that is correct. I specifically passed up. Yeah, I specifically passed up going an expert into a skill to pick up intimidation. That seems dumb. I should... No. Okay. We're going to drop something else. So there I went thievery. There I went crafting. But really, I'm going to drop diplomacy. And go with intimidation at level 1. So then I can go expert now at level 4. If I were actually playing a campaign that wasn't a dungeon crawl like this, I would not drop diplomacy. I love diplomacy. But especially in our situation here, yeah, we're munchkining. Munchkining? Whatever you want to say. Okay, so now we have plus 10 intimidation, and we don't suffer the penalty if they don't speak our language. And so we can demoralize on occasion, which is just a good thing to do. Alright, so that's our level 4 for Wibble. Nothing too crazy, but not bad. Oh, also, yeah, a bunch more formulas. Because we're actually supposed to get a new alchemical formula at each level. So... I went through the list and I picked out some stuff. But for me to now try and remember... Good luck. So we can't pick bombs. There's a lot of fun bombs. I should just look. Let's just go to the list. Quicksilver mutagen moderate. Quabity. Quicksilver mutagen. Right, so this, keep in mind, we can apparently, as far as I understand, use our fucking vials to quick tincture this shit. I believe. Okay, so you have to know the formula, holding or wearing alchemist tools, and you have a free hand. You create a single alchemical elixir or tool of your level or lower, without having to spend the normal monetary cost. So, yeah, now we can just freely make, every day, as a quick tincture, these 12 gold cost Quicksilver mutagens, which seems quite nice. They last for 10 minutes. You get a +2 item bonus to acrobatics checks, stealth checks, thievery checks, reflex saves, and dexterity-based attack rolls, and a +10 status bonus to your speed. Now, this would be really, really good if we had a dex character in our party. But we've got, you know, one spellcaster that just, you know, uses, like, reflex save stuff. And we've got 2 strength-based melee, and then we have Wibble, who uses intelligence, really. So, Quicksilver is probably not the best choice, but I don't think there's a... I don't know if there's a strength, like, equivalent that bumps up your strength-based attack rolls. There should be. But maybe it would be too popular. Hold on, let me look. Mutagin. Juggernaut? No. No. It's temporary hit points. Drakeheart is not. That's AC and stuff. Unarmed attack rolls. Warblood. But that, yeah, there doesn't seem to be a strength-based one. Maybe later at some point. So that is a benefit if you are going dexterity in any way. That is a nice little bump. Okay, so that was one of them. Then Silver Sheen and Mist Form. The Mist Form lesser here. So this is a level 4 item now. 18 gold to make this normally, or buy it. And it makes you concealed for 3 rounds. Pretty nice. And then Silver Sheen, I thought of just like, maybe. It might not even be... It might not be in Foundry, because I think this was from like an obscure one. But it allows you to make a weapon silver for an hour. And I don't think we have this, unfortunately. So we'll have to find some other I think that was level 2 item. I don't know. Just pick something. We can't pick any bombs. I mean, this is pretty good. Like, if we know we're going to get into a fight with bleed or poison, just giving these out to everybody is pretty amazing. Cognitive is +2 to Arcana, Crafting, Lore, Occultism, and Society, and all checks to recall knowledge. Which, for my character, is probably pretty useful, and I actually should be doing. So, sure, we'll grab that. So there's a few things in here that we can't Quicksilver, or Quick Tincture, which is the healing potion, the spell, the weapon potency, and the monkey pin, obviously. Healing potions are not alchemical items. They are magical items. But everything else is an alchemical item. And I could do Quick Tinctures, even though I typically just skip my turn. But yeah, there you have it. Okay, that's Wibble done. Moving on to Botha. So, for level 4, for class feat, she does not have a multi-class. So I don't think she took that. It's possible she took Cackle, actually. And that's how few choices I had. No. No, nah. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like Cackle. I don't want to take Cackle. I want something better than Cackle. Cackle is a hex, so it costs our focus points, which we never use. And it lets us, basically, should be listed here. Cackle. So it's a free action as a focus point, though, that you prolong a magical effect you created. You sustain a spell. So that means that for up to 3 rounds of a combat, you know, I could just sustain, say, Scathe Corpion as a free action on my turn and then still have 3 actions left. I get it, but I don't usually have a problem sustaining Scathe and having, you know, only 2 actions left over. So there might be something better here that we could grab. Some sort of cooler spell casting abilities, or maybe something to focus more on summoning. I don't know. Like the Swarm Keeper. Okay. Maybe not the Swarm Keeper, but something similar. I don't want her to be any sort of melee or like crossbow or anything like that. But surely there's got to be some good spell casting. She could go into druid stuff. Although that seems a little redundant, to be honest. So maybe not the druid stuff. She could go into Beastmaster if we get more animal companions. No. I'm sure there's something to do with summoning. Here's Summoner Dedication. You have to have 14 Charisma. That just lets you form a bond with an Eidolon. Not exactly what I'm thinking of here. Exorcist Dedication. Look at that. It's a lot of text. It's a lot of text. It's a lot of text. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it and I should just be happy with what I got and move on. I can't say that that's wrong. Well, here you go. Each day during your daily preparations, you can make 2 talismans with an item level no higher than half your level. And you can craft talismans and know the formulas for all common talismans in the core rulebook of your level or lower. So we could get into some of that. Free talismans, I mean, I'm not going to shit on that. So let's try that. So if we go... and let's find that. Talisman Dabbler. Okay. And then, so we get all the formulas for all talismans. And then we have to pick which ones we want to make for free. And I definitely know all the talismans at all times. That's probably a trait. Hold on. Tower talisman. Okay, look at all these talisman. We want common stuff. Look at all that. My character knows the recipe for every one of these. It said core rulebook, so I guess maybe not all of them. Up to your level or lower. Of your level or lower. So we can make up to level 4 shit for free every day. Look at this Sniper's Bead. Oh, you have to be a master. Yeesh, okay. Expert in fortitude saves. So here, when you're reduced to 0 hit points by damage but not immediately killed. If you would become Dying 2, you become Dying 1 instead. And for 10 minutes, you die from Dying 5 rather than Dying 4. It's not amazing, but it's free. Here's Fear Gem. It gives us Intimidating Strike for free. We had this from before, and I sold it because I valued the money more. But now, if I get it for free every day, it's like I'm probably going to use it. Assuming I remember it. Every day. I think that's probably worth it. Energized Cartridge. We can give this on the gun. When activated, it causes the ammunition fired from the affixed weapon to transform into your choice of acid, cold, electricity, or fire. Dealing 1d6 persistent damage of the same type on a crit. And you trigger this when you attempt an attack roll. So he could trigger this at his choice only when he knows he's going to get a crit. Guaranteeing the persistent damage. See, that's fucking awesome. I get that every day. So let's take Energized Cartridge. and fear gems. Again, I don't know if these are core rulebook or not, but I'm... Okay, this fear gem definitely is. Energized cartridge, probably not. That's from Guns and Gears. I don't care. Try and stop me. Honestly, try and stop me. Item level exceeds maximum item level for entry. No, it doesn't. You are mistaken, my fine friend. That's level 4. I'm level 4. That's how math works. So, there you have it. Does Cauldron ever get better? Can I ever make something cooler than that? At 4th level and every 2 levels beyond that. Okay, well, good thing I looked at this. You gain the formula for a common oil or potion of that level or lower. Okay, so we get a potion. Common potion or oil. Level 4. So we can grab an oak potion every day. Which is okay. I mean, resistance 2. It probably adds up a decent amount on, like, Snonk. Shrinking potion makes you shrink for 10 minutes. You become tiny size with 0 reach. Okay, and then the Sure Step potion doesn't even have an image. And also is not very good. So probably nix that. But there's Healing Potion Lesser. I think that's probably what we want. Let's grab that. And put that here. Yeah, I know. There you go. Okay. Botha's way better now. I'm much happier than that with that over Cackle. There's probably other things I'm overlooking. Path Builder usually is pretty clear when I get new spell slots and things like that. So, I'm not overly worried about that. And then her skill feats. I don't know. What did I even take? Oh, yeah, skill training for medicine. I was sick of no one having medicine. So, there you go. Done. Okay, and then for spells, we do... I believe we get another second rank slot, if I recall. Yeah, we do, because I added heal, a heightened heal. So that, I guess we need to just manually add heal. Heightened +1. So now this heals for 2d8 plus 16. Much better for when we need a heal. I think that's Botha done. Garziel. Last feat. He definitely went with a martial ability with his dedication. So he went with the Dread Martial Glare Aura or something. Dread Martial Stance. That's what he did. So this one, it gives us an action. When we use an action, this action, attempt an intimidation check. DC is usually standard difficulty DC of your level, but the GM can assign a different DC based on circumstances. The effect depends on the result. If I crit, my aura increases to 20 feet instead of 10 feet, and grants all my allies and myself a status bonus to damage rolls equal to the number of weapon damage dice of the unarmed attack or weapon I'm wielding that has the most weapon damage dice. So basically, it gives me and all my allies in 20 feet plus 2 damage on their attacks, which is not... It's not crazy, but it's something. And it also, when I or an ally in the aura critically hit an enemy with a strike, that enemy is frightened 1, which is pretty nice. Success is the same as the crit, but the aura doesn't increase. So even if I succeed, just succeed, which is probably fairly likely. I don't know if it says here what that level-based number would be. Okay, DC 19 there. Okay. So I have better than 50-50 odds of succeeding. That means anyone near me and Garziel himself gets a little damage boost and frightens on crits. I don't know how long this lasts. I don't know. I feel like it could be a little clearer. You remain in for some time. A stance lasts until you get knocked out, until its requirements, if any, are violated, until the encounter ends, or until you enter a new stance. Yeah, so basically, most of the time, going to be for the whole encounter. Pretty nice, I thought. Not too shabby. And then for our skill feat, I think I took Titan Wrestler. We don't encounter too many large creatures yet, but or too many huge creatures yet. We haven't encountered any, really. But it's going to happen, and we're going to want to trip them, because that'll be good. And that's all there is to say about Garziel. Finally, Snonk. So, Snonk is the one I didn't take a level 4 archetype feat, because it just lets him, like, train animals better. So we can skip that. And I believe I went with Quick Reversal. So this lets him, if he's ever flanked, he can spend one action to make an attack against both of them with the same multiple attack penalty, and it doesn't count towards his multiple attack penalty. So I think that's quite good if he is ever flanked. And it's sort of the thing where you might want to be flanked. So there you go. And then for his skill feats, oh, I don't even remember now. I could just look real quick. It would take me 2 seconds. Take me 2 seconds. It would be so quick just to look. Yeah, alright, I don't remember. Snonk, level 4, Slippery Prey. Which is a level 2. Right, so this one basically just gives him a bonus if he attempts to escape multiple times. There wasn't that many choices, I guess. Most of the skill feats are just very minor stuff, especially for us where it's all combat related. So, yeah, there's not much to say. And that's basically it. Those are our level 4 characters. Pretty good. Snonk at 58 HP is pretty nice. Garziel at 60. Okay, let's just have an hour go by, shall we? So that she can treat Garziel again. And let's do DC 20. DC 20! Critically failed. So he takes 1d8 damage. Well, I don't care for that. None. Be quite honest with you. I feel like we have to wait another hour. I mean, really, who cares? Who's keeping track, you know? DC 20, don't roll a 1. There you go, nice numbers. 22. Okay, we can live with that. So let's check out this other room here. That we definitely don't know what's in it. Boop. This room is lined with tables divided up into several narrow carols with old wooden chairs pushed in against them. Upon them, old stacks of paper and tattered books sit amid dry inkwells and brittle writing quills. To the south, a skeleton dressed in shiny-looking chain shirt lies slumped on the floor, clutching something in his bony hands. The skeleton of the remains were once a drow woman named Chandriu Invisar, director of the scriptorium. When the heroes enter the room, the ghost mistakes them for new scribes and chastises them for their tardiness before ordering them to begin transcribing the old books stacked here. Any attempt to do anything other than comply with Chandriu's commands, including simply leaving the room, arouses her anger and prompts her to attack. Okay, Wibble will, he'll tell the group to just go along with it. So that we can get right in there. Oh, it's so magical. This is cheese. That's what this is. This is quite cheese. All right, and I'm just gonna swing. I'm gonna get an opening swing before we even do initiative. That's how cheesy I'm playing now. Boom! 3d12 plus 4 damage. Eat shit for breakfast, ghost. 25 damage. Boom! And she shrieks. And combat begins. Oh, and we're well scouted out here. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But again, like if I was playing a video game, say I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 or I was playing Wrath of the Righteous or something, and you open the door and you get thrown into a dialogue box, and it's like, hey, fuck you, ghost, you can't tell me what to do, and then she screeches and fights you, whatever, and then you get pinned into the corner here or whatever. You just reload. And then you say, oh, okay, miss, I will help you. And then you all get in there and surround her and then ambush her. I mean, that shit happens. Yeah. Anyways, her initiative was bonkers. So, she's going to be going first. Let's change our music up a little bit. Let's go with, we do have a scriptorium music, but actually, when was the cult? We never listened to cultist combat, so let's just go with that. All right. What has she got? She's level 6. Great. Why do I keep doing this? Again, any creature that doesn't immediately attack you, that's the system telling you not to fuck with it. Well, of course, we're going to do Despairing Cry. So any creature within 30 feet. I'm pretty sure that's everybody. Yep, just about everybody. So... I can't tell what you're targeting there. There. Damn it! Okay. Or we could have done this a lot easier and just done this and then have everyone roll. Is this a fear effect? How come Marshall's aura never seems to apply to anything? Saving throws against fear. And this is not fear, this is slow. So, no, Marshall's aura... We have yet to have an enemy use a fear effect, actually, which is shocking, considering how much, like, undead and stuff we're fighting. Okay, so on a failure, creature becomes slowed 1. Critical failure is slowed 2. which means Garziel gets 1 action this round, and then 2 actions the next round. Botha is fine, Basilicus is fine, Snonk, thankfully, is fine, but Wibble gets slowed 1. Which is not that big of a deal, because he's got Risky Reload now. So that was 2 actions for her to do that, which wasn't too bad, I don't think. And she's then going to attack Snonk, who attacked her first. And she's going to use Ghostly Hand. 3d8 plus 4. Yeesh, and she rolled a 5. Okay, of course we're going to use Liberating. Fucking Chandriu's remains. Get out of here. I'm worried about Snonk. Yes. Damage, yes. 16 damage. And there's no other riders on that, so that's it. Okay. Good. That's her turn. Botha's gonna go. Botha is probably just going to Electric Arc. Although we could use our new Mega Heal on her. She does take full damage from Vitality, and that would be quite a bit of damage. But do we need to? I don't know. That might be a little overkill, but she does have fucking resistance 7. Which is going to cut out a lot of damage if Snonk doesn't hit her hard. Oh, boy. No, we'll just... do I have a regular heal? If I have a regular heal, I'll use that. I did have a regular heal. Heal versus undead. Roll damage. Oh, but that's right. It doesn't add the automatic 8. Fuck. Crit. Alright, never mind. Yeah, she's doing nothing, really. Her turn's nothing. Okay, Garziel has slowed 2. So he gets 1 action. 1 opportunity. Is he going to demoralize? Or is he going to try and swing? He's got to swing, right? Or are we just setting up Snonk? He's got to swing. Fuck. Damn, rolled an 11. Shit. Alright, Wibble is also slowed, but not slow enough to devise a stratagem. 4. Okay. Well, he could quick tincture to make something. Quicksilver. I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Probably nothing. Alright, Snonk. Snonk is going to clamber over these desks to get here. And then for his second action, he's going to Vicious Swing. And connect. Very good, Snonk. You're doing great. Oh, that wasn't great. That's 6 damage from a Vicious Swing from him. It's not good. Okay, well, she could use Despairing Cry again, but since a bunch of these characters are immune to it, it's not really probably worth 2 actions. So she'll go for Garziel. She's probably gonna move as well. Yeah, she'll strike him with a ghostly hand and actually miss. She'll try again. There it is. 14 damage to Garziel. And then she's going to shift into the corner. And yes, she will take an op, which is good for me, but it prevents her from being flanked. And a miss. Okay, that's that. Batha is not going to fuck around with that anymore. She will cast, because is it immune to? It's not immune to being. It can be scared. Can be scared. So I should have fear as a spell listed. No, I guess I already cast that. So maybe I should heal my buddies. We could do heal second rank in an emanation. You're kidding me, it doesn't reach? Okay, then she'll just heal Garziel. Select other variant. 2d8 plus 16. It's a good amount of healing now. Boom. And then that's basically it. Garziel is going to now... He's got slowed 1, not slowed 2. So he's gonna use 1 action to move here. I don't think he's likely to hit. But if he crits, just imagine if he crits. He's probably better off intimidating. But my man Wibble can do that. Look, there you go. Just hit. No problem. 2d6 plus 4 damage. That's garbage. That's no damage. No! I should be using Lay on Hands. Fuck. Okay, Wibble is now not slowed. He's going to devise a stratagem. It's going to be the best stratagem anyone's ever seen in their entire lives. It's a 3. Okay, well, that's that. He's then going to attempt to demoralize. He's got plus 10. So he's rolling that. And it did frighten her. Very nice. Perfect. Doesn't have much else to do. So that's his turn. You can remove these things. And now Snog. Snog probably still going for just a vicious swing. I would think. There you go. Just keep hitting. Just keep hitting. Ooh, 38 damage. Oh. And it's still not dead. Okay. So now he has to go with a plus 3. Which is very unlikely to work. Oh, crit! Done! Man, what a change of pace. 42 damage. What a change of pace after that last video and that last big fight. Christ. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. End encounter. Easy 80 XP right there. The lag is getting real. I'm going to have to restart Foundry after this. Okay, awesome. Oh, and we got a search check. Of course. Wibble searches all things. He crits. So he definitely finds this door and opens it up. And he goes to explore it. The secret scriptorium? A work table covered with blank scrolls and papers sits against the eastern wall of this room. A cabinet with several closed drawers stands to the north. There are 5 locked drawers in the cabinet. Each can be opened by a hero using the key from C36. Oh, did we not find that yet? Oh yeah, the remains. There's also one bulk of books here. Okay, so we need to do a DC 15 perception. I rolled a 12. Shit. Like, as usual, there's no reason for someone else to... Yeah. Again, all these things are made in secret, and the reason they're made in secret is because if you fail, if you roll a 2, then another player at the table is like, oh, well, I'm gonna look as well. Oh, I rolled a 20! You know, that sort of thing. Whereas if you're all in secret, then they never know if they failed or if there's just nothing there, and time marches on. So anyways, we don't get the tiny key, unfortunately. But we also get some books. Why the fuck did that get... What the hell? What the hell? Why is that not an item? Oh, right. That's what it said. There's 3 other books that could be sold to Yinya's Mara for 8 gold each. I need every piece of help I can get, so I'm taking everything, regardless of if I even know who Yinya Smera is. Deal with it. That's all I can say. What the Worm Knows, Grave Feasts, and Secrets of the Skull. Very laggy. Very laggy stuff. Okay, and then her remains. A +1 chain shirt. Well, our first +1 piece of armor. Very exciting. Now it's a +2 AC bonus. It's noisy, but that doesn't matter to us. It's flexible, and it has a DC cap of 3. So probably we're looking at Snonk. He doesn't... It's hard to say. It's probably like an extra AC for him. Whereas Garziel is wearing Splint Mail, which is pretty big time. AC bonus of 5. So it would fix his kind of speed penalty issue, but it would not be an AC increase. Alternatively, we could sell it or transfer the rune. Transferring the rune might be the best thing to do, because this shirt doesn't quite work perfectly for our group. So, transferring the rune would cost 10%, so 16 gold. That's pretty doable. Okay, yeah, I think we'll probably do that. Probably just buff up Garziel's Splint Mail. And then we have a Portrait of Volek Azrene. It's worth 10 gold. Sure. Okay, not too bad there. Not too bad of a haul. And then this other room now. 5 locked drawers. We don't have the key. We can just use DC 16 athletics checks to force them all open. And really, it's like, what would be the penalty? What would be the downside to forcing them open? We're not going to break... the things inside, almost certainly. So, I don't know. Why am I even rolling? If a player says, I'm going to just force them all open, and they're like, you know, the orc fighter, it's like, all right, sure, force them all open. Whatever. So we got 2 bulk of valuable books. So I have to dump that onto him twice. There's a scroll tucked beneath the others that's an infernal contract. This contract was meant to be stored deeper in the Abomination vaults, but it never quite made it there. A character who can read infernal and takes 10 minutes to look over the contract learns that this is the Devil Corloc's contract that binds him as a guardian. Trained in legal lore. God, what sort of character's walking in here that can read infernal and is trained in legal lore? I don't know. It's not worth anything, so fuck it. We got our reward. Oh boy. Okay, moving on. We need to go this way. This was a secret door that I didn't search for over in this room. Let's roll our DC 18. I rolled a 17, so we don't know that that exists. Fine, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. Did I ever find this secret door, though? No, that was a DC 27. So we literally cannot go and fight this gibbering mouther. We don't know that it exists. We don't know how to get there. Nothing. It's kind of a bummer. But there is another way from down below. Wait a minute. This is tunnel connects fucking to that spot in the beginner box adventure? So if you just played it like that, you just, okay, you keep going and you keep going down that tunnel and then you end up on this map. And you keep walking into a level 5 gibbering mouther. Jesus. Okay, well anyways, I guess that's that. We can't do much about that. But there are these big ominous doors, and you know this is serious shit. Now, do we... is there anything I could quip up that would be useful to everybody here? I mean, Quicksilver Mutagen does give plus 10 status bonus to speed for 10 minutes. But drawback is you immediately take damage equal to twice your level, so that's 8 damage to everybody. And you can't recover those hit points while the mutagen lasts, and you take a -2 penalty to fortitude save. It's really good, I think, for, like, archers. I think that's the best use of Quicksilver. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the mist form elixirs, if we just slap those on and then burst through the doors, that's probably like our best way to do it. But it doesn't quite work out that way. It's only 3 rounds, and I can only quick tincture, like, it only lasts until the end of my turn when I make it. So I can't just, like, hand all these out and we all drink simultaneously. So I say, fuck it. Let's do one last heal check. Treat wounds on Snonk. There you go. Good enough for me, good enough for you. We're gonna burst through here simultaneously. Boom, boom! Soft lights illuminate several display cases in this vast room. Once used to display books, the cases stand smashed and empty. Along the curved north wall stands a hideous towering figure of a woman. The form is composed of hundreds of portions of stitched together flesh, from a variety of different creatures and draped in tattered, filthy sheets. The stench of rot from the statue fills even this large room. Okay, the High Priestess of the Cult of the Canker is a ghoul named Nakazarin, a woman who is cruel and sadistic even in life. Nakazarin spends her time working with bits of flesh harvested from Morlocks, monsters, and even other ghouls. She's stitching this flesh to her masterpiece, a 15-foot-tall statue of Belcora made from decaying meat and stained bone. The immense rotten construction is an incomplete shell akin to a flesh golem. The cult of the Canker intends it to serve as a new body for Belcora once it's finished. The rotting statue looks ominous, but is inanimate for now. She demands the heroes abandon their gear and their lives, promising glory with the Canker if they agree to accept Ghoul Fever and then be locked away in the Author's Hall until they transform. If the heroes refuse, Nakazarin laughs imperiously and attacks using intimidation for initiative. Sure. Okay, so we would all get to step in while she's saying this. I don't know when she would stop us from walking in, but sure, we'll go with that. Okay. So she is active. She is using intimidation. There you go. This is a low threat encounter because it's just one lonesome enemy. She is level 5 though, so not to be taken too lightly. Okay, Snonk gets to go first. Because Snonk rolled a crit. Begin encounter. Alright, well, we make this bitch rue the day. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Because I don't think he has... No, it's 25. And should we just start out... Should we start out strong? Why not? Miss. Roll a 5. Oh well, we tried. Okay. So she is a cult leader. She's got the claws, the jaws, but she also has a staff. I don't know why she would use it, but she has it in her hands. She can consume flesh if somebody dies. She can also consume the rotting statue. She devours a chunk of flesh from the statue and regains 3d6 hit points and is quickened 1 for 1 round. She can do this once per day. She can also swift leap, which I feel pretty much means that they almost never take opportunity attack. So I feel like I've not been running that properly. As for spells, she's got quite a few. She's got Touch of Undeath as a focus spell. Okay. 3d6 void damage, and vitality effects heal it only half as much as normal for 1 round. Alright, she'll cast this. It's range touch, so she has to do that. And, of course, he's going to get an op, because it's a manipulate. (2d12 plus 4). Solid. Solid. 20 damage. No resistances there. So, already feeling the burn. And Snonk is going to take 3d6. He does get a fortitude save, though. Which he failed, of course. So he takes 15 damage. And vitality effects heal him for only half as much as normal for 1 round. She's not done, though. That was her first action. He could then step away now without worry to try and avoid a flank, which would be the most sensible thing to do. But maybe she should do another attack. Okay, before she moves, she's going to just... Again, I don't know if they're allowed to use their claws if they're holding a weapon, or if this is just, hey, in case they lose their weapon, they have claws. But I feel like they can use jaws, so I guess use your jaws. Yeah, which is a crit. This is pretty bad for old Snonk. It's 28 damage right there. He's nearly out of it, and he's healed half as much this turn. And then she's gonna back up. She wants to stay near her statue, but yeah. Alright, Wibble. This is it. Dude, Wibble just devising the best strategy in the history of strategies. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. Here it is. Hey, 17. We'll take that. So, obviously, risky reload. So he loads his gun and fires it. Which hits. Or not that much. Damn it. It's the biggest problem with his shit is his hits just don't do that much damage. You'd think it would be okay. But the problem is he has no flak damage. So it's just so variable. His third action is probably Demoralize. I don't remember the range on that. Demoralize. Within 30 feet. No. Okay, then he'll just step up. Garziel. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10. 20. He could raise his shield. Or he could trip. He's going to go for the trip. Yeah, he's going to go for the trip. Prone, bitch. Excellent. That helps Snonk. Botha, you already know. She's bringing out Scave Corpion himself. The crit fiend. Now, unfortunately, she can only do this within 30 feet. Which means she can't drop him right next to him. She's got to go there. So Scave's first action will be to move, I don't know, here. And then he's going to pincer. And hit. Of course he does. Scave Corpion, man. He doesn't stop. He only does 3 damage, but he doesn't stop. Alright, Snonk. She's prone. She's in your sights. You may die, but you're gonna fucking swing your ass off. Target was last creature to damage you. Here we go. Boom. Crits on a 19. He actually would have crit on like a 16. So with the +2 from Retribution Axe, big numbers, not amazing, but 48. Boom. Dead. Nice. Simple as that. Simple as that. So laggy. Okay. That's it. That's all she wrote. So she's got a staff of necromancy. While wielding it, you gain a +2 circumstance bonus to checks to identify necromancy magic. And it's got a number of charges. You can expend a number of charges from the staff to cast a spell from its list. Void Warp, Grim Tendrils, Enfeeble, Deafness, Peaceful Rest. How many charges does it have? Well, what's that? You want to know the answer to that? Well, we don't give a shit. Generate attack. No. I don't know. Well, maybe if I equip it, it'll tell me. Okay, well, let's give it to Botha. She doesn't mind using... I mean, she never uses her sling, so she may as well wield the Staff of Necromancy. Okay. I mean, I thought... yeah, I mean, I don't know what I thought. I have no idea, actually. This is like a question for Google. How to handle staves in Foundry. Apparently, it's part of the tool belt mod. Stances. There's that. I don't see anything to do with staves. Apparently there's a better mod called PF2E Dailies, which is an odd name. Well, no, I guess... Okay, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Can I just not use this thing? Okay, I guess I don't know any of the rules for staves. That's part of the problem. Staff is tied to one person during a preparation process, after which the preparer, and only the preparer, can harness the staff to cast a variety of spells throughout the day. The spells that can be cast from a staff are listed in bullet points organized by level under each version of the staff. A staff gains charges when someone prepares it for the day. The person who prepared a staff can expend the charges to cast spells from it. You can cast a spell from a staff only if you have that spell on your spell list, and are able to cast spells at the appropriate level, and expend a number of charges from the staff equal to the spell's level. So she has to know all these. They have to be on her spell list. And these are very specifically not on the primal spell list. Well, Deafness, I guess, is. So maybe she can cast Deafness? So that's why the Dailies mod includes staff stuff, because that's prepared every day. So, okay, she could cast Deafness and Peaceful Rest. You can prepare a staff to add charges to it for free. When you do so, that staff gains a number of charges equal to the level of your highest level spell slot. You don't need to expend any spells to add charges in this way. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I see. So what it does, if I understand this, when Botha prepares this staff every day, she's going to get a number of charges equal to the highest level she can cast, which is second. So it gets 2 charges. She can then cast, say, Deafness from the staff by spending 2 charges. So she could cast Deafness once. Or she could cast not Grim Tendrils or Enfeeble, so she can't cast those, and she can't cast Void Warp. So it'd basically be an extra free cast of Deafness or Peaceful Rest. And Peaceful Rest is useless for the most part, because it just causes a corpse to not decay. So really, it would give her 1 extra free cast per day of Deafness, which is also pretty shitty. Yes, okay. So she's definitely going to sell it. No doubt about it. But, I like the idea. And if we actually had a staff that was useful to Botha, I think that has quite a bit of potential. I don't know what that staff exactly would contain, but it could have some stuff. And I don't know if there's some other staffs that I could just, like, see. Here you go. You've got Acid Arrow, Telekinetic Maneuver. So there you go. So if, say I had this staff, cast Acid Arrow, it's a 2nd level. So you could cast Acid Arrow once per day, which is not too shabby. I mean, honestly. Yeah, not too shabby. And then you have a cantrip as well, which you can cast as much as you want. Not that it's very good. But yeah, so that's the basic concept of staves compared to wands. I think it's pretty cool. It's just extra free spells per day. So pretty much any spellcaster is probably going to want a staff of some kind. Here you go, Blazing Bolt. Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't cost any extra actions or anything like that. So it's all good. So yeah, I could buy the Staff of Elemental... Well, no, I can't buy that because it's level 6. I'd have to order it. But you could buy the Poisoner Staff for 90 gold. Doesn't even have a 2nd level spell. You know, I'm sure there's options, and you could make your own as well. So there's that. I don't know if they have like a base version of a staff that's just like, this is a staff. I mean, this is a staff, but this is like a quarter staff. I don't think that's... Anyways, we're getting off topic. So I'm probably going to sell the Staff of Necromancy. I don't think there's much reason to hold on to it. I'd rather have the 115 gold pieces. And then we also have this big statue, which we probably want to destroy, because it looks very ominous. And it's dark and evil, especially if you saw her, like, eating it. We didn't see it, but, you know. We have to get a DC 30 perception check. What the fuck? I have to crit? I got an 18. Oh, man, I would give it to my players. I would give it. It's just a lot of books, though. I mean, it's pretty valuable, but clearly you're not meant to get it at this point. Okay, it's kind of funny. If we don't destroy it, it becomes a flesh golem later that hunts us down. I think that's kind of amusing. So fuck it, we'll leave it there. That's more interesting. And that's it. There's no other loot here. No other loot to speak of. Okay. So, that wraps up for us level 3 of Abomination Vaults. We have played quite a bit of this now. But the thing is, I'm not really ready to stop, because I just want to, you know, it's that same sort of usual RPG drive, you know? You want to, like, just keep going. You want to keep leveling up your characters. You want to get new abilities and stuff. It's very, because now it's like, you know, characters are starting to come into their own and get some really exciting abilities and things like that, and it's just, yeah, you want to just keep going. And like I said, the combat is really just fun when you do well and you crit and all that. It's great. It's very great. And we got Scathed Corpion. I mean, Scathed Corpion and Snog Broadmaw. I mean, how can I ever stop? So yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna head down to the 4th level, the D level. Long Dream the Dead, Belcora's Retreat, down there. Should we get a sneak peek of Belcora's Retreat? Ooh, there's some big rooms down. Oh my god, this is a very different floor. Okay, I'm very excited. Alright, but we will probably head back to town to get Snog back to fighting fit shape. Do some shopping. Yeah, I might buy a staff, because I think that would help Botha a little bit. Just to have some more free spells that, you know, just like, even Acid Arrow would just be nice to have on occasion. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, and we got the free talismans and stuff. That'll be great. Alright, my name is Mang. Game Watch has been Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Abomination Vaults, and I will see you fine folks in the next part.